Long before science explained the natural world, the ancient Egyptians watched animals with awe and saw gods. For over 3,000 years, 6 animals weren't just creatures. They were divine. They were worshipped. They were Egypt. First, Anubis, the jackal-headed god of the dead. Egyptians observed jackals prowling desert cemeteries at night, scavenging near burial grounds. Rather than seeing a threat, they saw a guardian. Anubis became the protector of the dead, presiding over mummification and guiding souls to the afterlife. In the Hall of Two Truths, it was Anubis who held the scales, weighing your heart against the feather of truth. Lie in life, and your heart was heavy. Tell the truth, and you passed into eternity. Second, Bastet, goddess of fertility, home, and joy, and she wore a cat's face. Cats in ancient Egypt weren't just pets. They were sacred. They protected grain stores from rats, killed cobras before they could strike, and purred their way into Egyptian hearts. Bastet's annual festival drew over 700,000 pilgrims, one of the largest gatherings in the ancient world. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was punishable by death. When a family cat died, the entire household shaved their eyebrows in mourning. Third, Thoth, the ibis-headed god of wisdom, writing, and the moon. The ibis was chosen for its long curved beak, which resembled the crescent moon, and its precise, methodical feeding behavior in the Nile marshes. Thoth was the divine scribe, the one who recorded every soul's judgment in the afterlife. Egyptians believed he invented hieroglyphs, mathematics, and medicine. Without Thoth, there was no knowledge. Without knowledge, there was no civilization. Fourth, Horus, falcon-headed god of the sky, kingship, and the sun. The falcon was the apex predator of Egyptian skies, fast, precise, all-seeing. Horus's right eye was the sun, his left, the moon. Together, they watched over all of Egypt. Every pharaoh, from Narmer to Cleopatra, was considered the living manifestation of Horus on earth. The eye of Horus, the Wedjat, became the most powerful protective symbol in Egyptian history, still used today, 5,000 years later. Fifth, Sekhmet, the lioness goddess of war, plague, and paradoxically, healing. The lioness was the most feared hunter in Egypt. The Egyptians didn't just fear Sekhmet, they worshipped her to survive. Legend says Ra unleashed Sekhmet on humanity when people rebelled against the gods. She was so ferocious she nearly destroyed all of mankind, only stopped when tricked into drinking beer dyed red as blood. She drank herself to sleep, and when she woke, the war was over. The same goddess who brought plague was the one Egyptians prayed to for a cure. Sixth, Apis, the most sacred bull in Egypt, and perhaps the most pampered animal in all of human history. The Apis bull was believed to be the living incarnation of the god Ptah, later Osiris. Only one bull held this title at any time, selected by 29 specific markings on its body. Once chosen, it lived in a temple palace in Memphis, was fed the finest food, had its own harem of cows, and was worshipped by the entire nation. When it died, the whole of Egypt mourned for 70 days. It was then mummified and placed in a 70-ton granite sarcophagus in the underground Serapeum, and the search for the next living god began again. 6 animals, 6 gods, 3,000 years of worship. The ancient Egyptians didn't separate the natural world from the divine. They were the same. Every jackal at a grave was Anubis. Every cat by the fire was Bastet. Every falcon circling above was Horus watching over the kingdom. Nature was sacred because the gods were in it. And in the end, maybe that's the most powerful thing Egypt left us. Not the pyramids, not the mummies, but the idea that the animals around us are worth watching, worth wondering about, worth respecting. If you want to explore more of nature's greatest stories, subscribe to Animal Wars, and we'll see you next time.